Last week, we talked about how to mentally prepare for Tai Chi and physically prepare for Tai Chi. I just want to repeat those things. Physically, we should always warm up before doing our class. Mentally, we should free our mind with our worries and our problems and unwanted thoughts. And we should try to relax. The more we relax, the more we will be able to do our Tai Chi from within. We need to be very patient when we do Tai Chi. Trying to rush the moves destroys it. We cannot do Tai Chi like that. And finally, we need to prepare to have fun, to enjoy it. If we take it too serious, we start worrying, and then we no longer have an empty mind. In terms of the few essentials that we discussed last week, an important one is we stand upright, totally upright, soften our knees, relax all our joints, tuck our chin in, and then we're ready. We need to be able to turn on our axis. We have to turn like this. We cannot turn with our hips. The other thing is we need to be able to move in a very slow, controlled way, the same tempo, the same rhythm, whatever we're doing. Finally, when we start our Tai Chi, we bend our knees. But when we bend our knees, we need to have a straight back. No matter how much we bend them, our back needs to be straight. Careful of having a back that's a little bit backwards, a little bit forwards. Needs to be straight. Learning Tai Chi is like learning how to write. First, we learn the alphabet, how to stand. A, B, C. We need to learn all these letters. D, being upright. E, turning from the middle. F, being relaxed. Once we have all these components, the entire alphabet, we can start joining the letters and start doing our Tai Chi. So remember, Tai Chi, learning Tai Chi is like learning a language or learning the alphabet. First, we need to learn the basics, and then we put it together as an instrument to perform our Tai Chi. Let's start with the warm-ups. Parallel stance, soften your knees, back straight. Let's turn and go from the neck down. Left and right. Circles. To the front, left and right. Shoulder rotation. Direction. Take this ball in front of you, stretch it out. Try to imagine a resistance when you move. Knees are facing the front, they stay there. Just turn from the waist upwards. Bring the ball back to the front. And let it go. Okay, rotate your waist. Change. Turn your feet outside a little bit to the side. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. One more time. And stay down there if you can. Keep your chin looking upwards. Take your feet. Straighten your legs. And bend your knees to come. Forward. Bend your knees to come up. Slightly back, not too far, forwards. Time. Right. Let's balance a little bit. Loosen up those hips. Sideways. Warm up your thighs a little bit. Legs. You need to hold on to something with this one. It's probably better because then you don't compromise on the movement. Extend your leg out. Cross your knees. Change. Close. Flex your ankle, find your balance. Step far forward as you can. Stretch it sideways. Check legs. Okay, let's go back to the basics. The last time we met, I'm just going to remind you of those basics. The first thing we did was the opening stance. I could stand with my heels together, feet out, or my feet straight. With the opening stance, I keep my feet parallel, and I have equal weight in both legs. My hands are still on my thighs. So that's the opening stance. We also discussed the embracing the tree stance. Bring my arms lie slowly up, bend my elbows, sink down, turn my hands, and we hold that position. If you can practice this position at home, if you can hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, the longer you hold it, the better you will be at it, the better you will feel. The next position we discussed was ascend and transcend. Again, the parallel stance. We raised our arms up just before shoulder height. Bend them down, all the way down to about just below your belly button, Dantian level. Bring the hands forward and round. Back again. Like that. The next position we did was expand and contract. I adopt the opening position. Arms float up. Sink down. Not your arms, just your body. Turn your hands. Open. And close. Breathe in. And out. Now, before we move on to the next things today, I want to do expand and contract for at least a minute with you, and ascend and descend for at least a minute. Let's do ascend and descend. I'm going to turn sideways. We'll do it for at least a minute. Adopt the opening stance, feet parallel, knees softly bent. Raise your arms, flip your elbows, and sink down. Repeat that, breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Let's go for at least a minute. Try to remember to breathe in to your abdominal area and breathe out to your chest. Breathe in and out. The next one we're going to do is expand and contract for at least a minute. Take the parallel stance. Raise your arms up slowly. Sink down with your body. Arms face each other. Breathe in. Remember, the longer you do this, these qigong positions, the stronger you get in your legs, the stronger you get keeping your back upright, the deeper, the more controlled and the better you're going to be able to breathe. All this breathing is exercise for your lungs. And so everything that we're doing, and we're doing it for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, is preparing us to do proper Tai Chi. Okay, what I want to discuss today is the parallel stance, the bow stance, and stepping forward into bow stance. Let's look at the parallel stance. We know it. I'm going to repeat it. My feet are parallel and about shoulder width apart. This is often confused with the horse stance. The horse stance is slightly wider. It can be very wide, but my feet are still parallel. That's the horse stance, commonly referred to as mabu in Chinese. There's a variation to the horse stance where my feet are pointing outwards. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about feet parallel. A wide stance is a horse stance. What we're doing today is the parallel stance, also called the ready stance in martial arts. When we move in the parallel stance, I transfer my weight to the side. I step, my foot lands toe first, my foot lands parallel. I take a step, I'm parallel. The distance between my feet when I step should be no less than 2 fists apart. So I want to get 2 fists in there. I don't want to step like this. Don't step like that. When you're there, it's unstable. So take your step, whatever width you're comfortable doing, but don't come too close. That's about a good parallel stance. We use it later on when we do cloud hands. We use this parallel stance often in cloud hands. In some styles where we go deeper, we make it wider. But that's not what we're talking about in this beginner class. The next stance I want to talk about is bow stance. Let me get my water with fish in it. Explain this to you again. If I'm in parallel stance, the water is running between my feet. To start the bow stance, I stand like Charlie Chaplin in the water. I sink down and I move my foot in an arc. And I step over the water, heel first, transfer my weight onto that leg. About 70% of my weight, or 80%, it's difficult to tell. 70-80% of my weight is there. But the water is now, if I took another step, the water should be, there's that arc, the water should be running between my feet. The difference, we don't know if we say 70 or 80. What is important, if I'm 100, my knee will be over my foot. I don't want that. 70, 80, my knee is probably somewhere near in line with my foot. The moment I go to 100, it's over my toe. So don't be worried about is it 70 or 80. it's about 75, let's say that. This foot is always 45 degrees. This one is straight. My back is straight. Be careful, that's not straight, and that's not straight. I'm not using any muscles to have a straight posture. When I take my step, there's my arm, I take this step, as I transfer my weight, I press the back one into the floor. So I'm pressing down. If I happen to land, I demonstrated, if I turn too much and I continue with my bow stance, I have to fix this foot, and to do that, when I transfer this weight, I fix that foot. I fix it by lifting the heels slightly off the floor. I don't, whatever you do, don't fix it by keeping the heel on the floor. It's not possible without breaking your posture. So if you have to fix it at the same time, and fix it by lifting the heel. Let's walk in bow stance. In the form we're going to do just now, we will walk 2 or 3 times. So just to do it in front of the camera, let's do it like this. I start Charlie Chaplin, heels together. I sink down, both legs, 50-50. I now put 100 in this leg, and I can stand on it, and I move my foot in an arc, heel first, foot straight, and I settle there. To go back, I turn, I go to 100% of my weight in this leg, so I can stand on it. There's this arc, there's the arc over the water. Settle there. Go back, turn, find your 100, stand on this leg, step over the water. Many people, unfortunately, get lazy and they move back, they just take the toe off the floor so they can turn that foot. That's not ideal. What you want to do, take the toe off the floor, bring that foot all the way back. I actually have no weight in this leg, look, I can lift it off the floor. So you want to be able to take it all the way back, then turn, then step on it, down. Take it all the way back, so there's no weight in this leg. Take it all the way back, and then turn, and step on it, arc your foot, land there. I know you know these moves, this is basics, and there's no harm, there's only benefit from practicing them again and again. So when you do your Tai Chi, they are automatically there. I catch myself sometimes doing Tai Chi, and I'm so out of it, I get lazy and I don't roll all the way back. I need to roll all the way back. I need to be patient. Like I said, patience is absolutely key to doing good Tai Chi. Don't forget that. I'm going to do the Tai Chi for osteoporosis with you now. And the reason I do that is it has the opening stance, it has parallel stances, and where we go today, it has the bow stance. Let me do it with my back to the camera. Come with me. Am I still on the camera? Yeah, let's start there. So, opening stance. hands raise up, fingertips face the ceiling as I dip my elbows, and I open and close. Now I'm going to go to parallel stance, toe first, foot straight, once. Change your hands, take your next parallel step, change. Again, one more step, parallel. All the way across, back to open and close. I turn my heel, I get ready to go to bow stance. I prepare my hands for brushing knee. I step once over the water. Get ready, bring this leg into an arc, step over the water. Again, one more time, go all the way back, turn, step, feet together, arc that foot, step forward, parallel stance, open and close that